Hello, YouTube. How are you today as I'm getting choked? Figured I'd rip through a quick mail day, little update here. A few cards that actually rolled in. A couple that I bought that I just because they're low numbered, but I got these all from a fella on Freedom Cardboard off eBay. Goodwin Champs, Sidney Crosby, silver foil, AP silver foil. I think these are the 88, not numbered in the back, but what else? Go with the non-PC stuff first, I suppose. Brett Lowry SP photo variation. Ricky Weeks, Ben Sheets, 07 with SP Authentic Auto. On card too. Touchdown Tory. Out of the Tops Mini or whatever those were. Don't like it in this, but the price, I couldn't pass it up. For the JJ stuff from the same seller, Epic to 450 out of 06. Guess I'll go with this first. Red Refractor to 25, and then 6-way Sheets, Heron, Chris Carpenter, JJPV, Hamels. This Exquisite Mike Walker for less than 5 shipped. I win. I'll go with JJ over the other one because I had seen the other one once for auction and I missed out on it because it went for about 40. It's that silver slate redemption thing. It's got the, it's like the Gypsy Queen. It's got the raised edges around the card, and that's numbered 2 of 10. And this one, it's like a matte finish, numbered 2 of 25. Of Mr. Northcutt Black and White 01. Was it Pacific Impressions? So stoked to get that stuff. And as for the wrestling acquisitions, what do I go with first? I guess I'll go with the ECW stuff first. These three were in a lot together, that's why the randomness of 2 of them. ECW Hardcore TV episodes 219 through 222. Tom. That's what that. And Scott, it's just, again, this one on the spine has one of my favorite ECW and wrestlers of all time. Tracy Smothers of the FBI. It's got the match highlight listing. I actually want to watch one of these just to see if it's worth me getting more of them. I don't know if that's Brian Lee on the front, the bulldozer. Again, I could be wrong, which I'm usually wrong, but fan cam 10/16/97. Which was right before, I guess, the Hardcore Heaven? No, where's the pay-per-view? I don't even know where it's at. I know I got it on here somewhere. And then the match listing on back. And again, that's where rvideo.com. This 6-disc set, history of the ECW tag team titles. I can't really read the back since it's in the awkward. And it's got like the recessed thing with the 6 discs. So I really want to watch those, just see how the quality is. That'll lead me to either buying more or saying screw it and not buying any. I got these, same seller, minus the last one. Ring of Honor must have came out with well, this is from 2012, but they've come out with like a lot of the different stuff that used to be expensive as hell to get, and they've re-released it since they have the wait, it's enough. But best of year 1, 2-disc set with what? Low-key Danielson, Low-key Danielson, Low-key AJ Styles, Eddie Guerrero and the Amazing Red versus SAT, Low-key versus Amazing Red, Daniels, Low-key, Spanky, and Doug Williams, which I just watched on Saturday. Great match. 90-degree heat in Philly, and they went an hour. Jay versus Mark Briscoe, which they set up at that show. Low-key versus Xavier, Paul London versus Michael Shane, Danielson and Michael Modest against Chris Daniels and Donovan Morgan. Samoa Joe against Low-key. Danielson Styles. Low-key and Carino against Shinjiro Otani and Masato Tanaka. SAT Amazing Red and Divine Storm versus Special K, which Scramble Cage Madness, which I don't know if I'll watch that one. Xavier versus AJ Styles, Danielson London, and Xavier London. And that's unopened for now. Then we got some newer Ring of Honor, which I didn't plan on getting. I plan on doing the stuff around Black Friday time. Because you get what, I think 35% off the Black Friday time usually. And then if you're a ringside member, which you got to pay $60 a year, but you get another 15% off, so you can get the DVDs for 50% off. So I hope to load up then. But this is Battle of Richmond from May 19th, 2012. And it's got Briscoe, Charlie Haas. I'll leave it there so you can catch that on pause. But Lethal versus Mondo, Adam Cole versus Tommaso Ciampa. World's Greatest Tag Team versus All Night Express. The Briscoes versus Roderick Strong and Michael Elgin. Team A1 versus Totally Awesome. Eddie Matthews versus Mike Bennett with his real-life girlfriend Maria from WWF fame. And Davey Richards with Kyle O'Reilly against Jimmy Jacobs with Kevin Steen. No, enough. Supercard of Honor 6, 5/21/11 in Chicago. Matches are Homicide and Michael Elgin, Adam Cole and Kevin O'Reilly versus the Bravado Brothers, Steve Corino versus Mike Bennett, Chris Hero versus El Generico, Davey Richards versus Charlie Haas, Claudio Castagnoli versus Shelton Benjamin, Chris Daniels versus Colt Cabana, All Night Express versus the Briscoes, Eddie Edwards versus Roderick Strong. And then there's 2 covers to this, and I got this one. I'd rather have this one just because, again, he passed away last summer. A great wrestler. Never got the, I guess, the accolades uh, that he should have got. So disappointed that he's passed on. Just because again, I chatted with him once in a great while on the old Facebook, which I know a lot of people are just like, oh, whatever. But again, with some of these indie to non-mainstream type wrestlers like the WWF or TNA, I actually get on there and chat a little bit just to hear what they've got to say, or some of the old retired guys that it's always nice that they remember their fans and remember who puts food on their tables. I know they're great performers and all, but at the same time, fans spend their hard-earned money on gear and or the gear, the tickets, everything just to get there and watch them, DVD sales, I don't know, all that stuff. I don't know how all of it works, but it's Trent Acid. I know there's an alternate cover to this too, which I might get just to, again, have both covers, but I really wanted this one because, again, I liked him in the Backseat Boys, and wish he was still around, but that is life, and that unfortunately is wrestling, where we've lost all too many wrestlers, and it just gets old to have your favorite sport pastime thing you enjoy that you've watched since you were 8, and have so many guys that you'd love to hear stories from now in the shoot interviews, like Rude, Bravo, Perfect. I'd love to hear a shoot with the Road Warriors. I'd love to hear a shoot with the Natural Disasters. Enough. So, without dragging on anymore, this has Prince Nana and Jimmy Jack Cash versus Dunn and Marcos. First DVD bonus showcase matches. Lit versus Benny Briscoe. Hydro, which is Jay Lethal, versus Angel Dust. And the Outcast Killers versus the Christopher Street Connection, which, again, please, if you don't know these guys, look up Christopher Street Connection. You'll be amused. It makes Billy and Chuck look like welders or miners. I hope you get that. Alexis Lurie versus Sumi Siaki. Not Sunny Siaki, of course. Tap out match, Chad Colley versus Matt Striker. Interesting. Carnage Crew versus Special K. Title match, Samoa Joe versus Dan Maff. Four corner survival. BJ Whitmer, Tony Mamaluke, Jimmy Jacobs, Alex Shelley. Punk and Colt Cabana against Raven and Chris Daniels. Styles versus Sabin. Fight Without Honor. Trent Acid versus Homicide. And then Special K Rave, which I indifferent to. That monumental waste of time there, but that is it. Hopefully I have a couple more packages rolling in this week, and I'm not going to say lighten up a lot, but some of the funds I've dropped on some of the stuff is just getting ridiculous. We're going to rein in the spending, so hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the music in the background. Again, prayers to Boston people. That's what happened today, was just cowardice, and whoever did it, American, Arab, Philippine, North Korean, Mexican, whoever you are,